This is James, and I'm back with another Mask and Tape Treasures. First and foremost, I'd like you to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit my Cash App. Hit my Cash App so I can get some more material to do my Mask and Tape Treasures. Okay. At the moment, we won't be doing any Mask and Tape Treasures, until I can get some more funds to get material, because I have to use my other material for selling art. Okay. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about this subject is called Where Art Thou? Where art thou? Okay. This is about art, okay? Which happened to be my subject, okay? I well, actually there's different types of art, okay? There's conceptual art, expressionism, abstract art, fine art, surrealism, abstract expressionism, okay? Applied art, landscape painting, and commercial art, creativity, and tattoo artists, okay? All those types of art has something to do in the art community, okay? Then you got 7 forms of art, 7 forms. Okay, you got painting, sculpting, literature, uh, architecture, cinema, music, and theater. Okay, all of those are the forms of art. Okay, like there are many types of mediums also. There's sculpting, photographers, performing arts, cinematography, makeup artists, tattoo artists, graphic designers, and illustrators, and crafts. Okay, and there's several more, but I can't remember them. But art is a big part of our lives. Okay, cavemen were scratching art into caves way back when man first started. Okay, they've been doing art. Okay, so art has a big part. Okay, so when I started, the thing I never thought of myself as an artist. I thought of myself as somebody who just draws and stuff like that. But now I consider myself an artist. Okay. Now, artists, it's got music. Music is art. I've done music. I've done uh, painting, and I've done masking tape treasures. I've dipped and dabbed in all types of arts. I don't try to get stuck on one medium of art. I just go out and do several different things. Now, artists are particular people, okay? Some of them are introverts, okay? Some artists are introverts. Like I met an artist one time. One time I met an artist and I was talking to him. He wasn't saying much, but I was mostly talking, you know. And then I asked him, I said, well, what are you going to do with your art? Do you sell it or anything? He said, no, I don't sell none of my art. I don't sell. I've got thousands of things at home and stuff. So he makes creations, little creations, he makes a lot of creations. These were a little television, this little television, a stereo, this little plant, this little. He makes a lot of little things, and I think his art is called uh, little bitty things or something like that. But it's unique. It's unique. But he wasn't really selling, But I guess he's selling now, But then he wasn't selling. Another guy, he did abstract art. He just took a board, a big cardboard, a big plywood board, and then he would just throw paint all on it. And he said, there you go. You know, I didn't understand it, but it has its place too in the art world. It has its place too, abstract art. Or he would just take the board and throw it across some paint that he put on the ground, and he just let the board skid across it, then get it, and then that's it. That's art. There's a person that I know that sculpt makes sculptures out of packing tape. That clear tape, the clear tape, the clear tape, and it's just sculptures, And there's somebody who does their art with paper towels, just regular ordinary paper towels. She tears them and she puts them on canvas and makes beautiful art. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But I just looked at it and I said, "Hey, what is this made out of?" And she said, "Paper towels, paper towel." You see, anybody can create. Anybody can create. You know, anybody. Some people can sketch real good. There's a guy I know can sketch a person. He can sit there, look at you, and sketch you out. Sketch you out. So it's a lot of beautiful artists out here. A lot of artists out here. But a lot of them don't want to sell their art. A lot of them want to hoard their art. You know, then they keep it for so long, keep it a long time. Well, they could have sold it. But if they don't, if they want to keep their stuff for later, that's cool. That's cool too. They may want to keep it for later. But I know I sell mine. I sell it. My artists, my art and stuff like that. I make stuff and I sell it. That's me. But I can't put nobody in my category. It's like I said, I'm not an introvert. I talk to people and I do classes. I do art classes, and I sell art. So I'm not nowhere near an introvert, but some of them are. And some of them, they don't have much conversation for you outside of art. Some of them don't have a conversation for you. When you talk to them, they can say, yes, 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 this is my art. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. So if you run across an artist and you talk to them, some of them may not be, you may think they're not friendly, but they're good. They all have a place, you know, because I've talked to I've talked to a lot of artists. One time I went to an artist convention and I got to rub elbows with a lot of artists, and all of them said my style is unique. My masking tape is unique. And that's what I want. I want it. I want to find a medium of art that's original. And it's a lot of originality out there. Now, a lot of you out there, you have art in you because as a human being, you have that creativity in you. It's in your genes. It's everywhere. It's in your brain. It's everywhere. But you don't exercise it. If you want to become an artist, you can start by sketching. Like me, I started sketching. Just take a pen and just doodle until you get it perfected. And then you can expand it. Then you can start painting. That's what I did. I started painting. I started oil painting first. First, I started sketching. Then I started oil painting. When I started oil painting, it was just plain painting, and I didn't experiment with different colors and stuff at first. But then all of a sudden, I start looking at the canvas, and in my mind, I can see how the painting is going to look before I even finish it. Before I even start, I can see how the painting is going to look in my mind. I don't understand it, but it's like I can see in my head. And when I paint it exactly like I see it in my head. My paintings, I don't think of a certain place or nothing like that. I just start painting and it comes out the way I envision it. So, yeah, it comes out the way I envision it. So, when I paint, like say for instance, if I'm going to paint a landscape, mostly I paint landscape paintings, all right? And I paint landscape paintings. So I have to have depth, and I have to have the colors, and I have to have the shadows right. So most of mine is landscape, you know. And when I do my online things with my painting, which is called Painting with James, okay? I have a thing called Painting with James, and I have classes for it too, and I have online classes. Okay, so when I do that, I tell them how to make the horizon line and how to start painting different things like trees and lakes, mountains, grassland, and everything. You know, yeah, I show people how to do that. And I like teaching. I love teaching. I love teaching. When I have my classes, my Mask and Tape Treasures class, whether it be for children, whether it be for adults, whether it be for seniors, I make it interesting, you know, and I go step by step showing how they can create this. And I often tell them in the beginning of the class, look, this is just showing you how I create these, okay? But you can take off and do your own thing. I encourage them to do their own thing, to either sketch, write some music, write a book, and everything. You know. So yeah, because it's art is it's a unique thing, and I love art. I love art. I love art more so now than when I was younger. When I was younger, it was just something to do. It was just something I paint something or something like that. I say, hey, look at this. There you go. That's it. Now it's become important to me. My art has become very important to me. You know. So eventually, I'm gonna start painting. The thing is that the thing I have a hang up. All artists have one hang up. Okay, one hang up. And with my hang up, My thing is I can't make people. I can make people, but the I can't make it in likeness of you. Okay? I can't make it in your likeness. I can make a person that I dream up in my head, and people try to take me out of my element, you know. They like, hey man, make me, make me, make me. I said, why? Like somebody asked me, this is crazy. They wanted me to make a life-size masking tape of them. And I know what my capabilities are. So I told them, I said, no. They said, why you can't do it? You know, why don't you come on, I'll pay you X amount of money and stuff like that. I said, no. Because look, if I make something that big and I present it to you, and you say, that don't look like me. That don't look like me. You think I'm going to make something that big and use all of that material, and then you decide you don't want it? No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I ain't no sucker. It's not going to happen. So, and I couldn't do it if I wanted to. You know, out of masking tape, it's just, I make people out of masking tape, but they're nobody. They're like 5 or 6 different people all jumbled into one. You know, may have somebody nose, somebody else lips, somebody else eyes, and it's like that. And I never could figure it out. I've tried to sketch people, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't perfect it. I really couldn't grasp it. But I did draw myself before. I really drew myself and it looked just like me. But I could not draw nobody else. If somebody sit in front of me like this, I couldn't draw you. That's my hang up. But I can draw realistic people that I dream up. That's it. So I guess it's all a mind thing, you know. And it was I don't think I've encountered nothing that I can make out of masking tape. Because, oh, excuse me. Masking tape, the skills I got to do masking tape, the skills I got to do masking tape came from clay. Because I used to sculpt with clay. And I was real good with clay. But now, look, eventually, this is what I want to start doing. I want to use Parma's clay, the Parma's clay, and make things out of that. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Maybe in the next couple of months, you know. But Parma's clay is not unique. Not unique. Like making stuff out of masking tape to me is unique. It's different, you know. So I'll continue with my masking tape, but I do want to experiment with some Palmer's clay. I've had a little piece of Palmer clay a long time ago, and I made something out of it, but I really haven't done Palmer's clay before. So that's my next venture, you know. My next art adventure is to work with Palmer's clay, you know. So, and I'm going to do it too. I'm going to do it. But Palmer's clay is real good, and it's real easy to do contours and everything in the face and everything. Yes, I'm going to try that. But my dream, and I've mapped it out too, is to make a 10-foot elephant bird. Now, elephant birds were they I want to call them prehistoric, but they're not prehistoric. But these elephant birds are big, like a big ostrich, ostrich, and they had big feet, and they've walked around the land. You know, man was here, but it was primitive man, and the men came to the island where the elephant bird was, and they kind of slaughtered them. They kind of got the eggs and everything, and you know, plus other stuff happened too. You know, like the environment they that those birds lived in, and they couldn't fly. They was flightless, so they was like an emu or an ostrich or something like that. But they was huge, huge, and I really want to make one of those, but I'm going to have some material. I'm going to have to have at least maybe 500 or 600 rolls of tape, you know, to do this. And I'm going to have goo gobs of paint, you know. But when I get it done, this thing is going to be huge. And I'm going to have to make it in 4 parts because I encountered a situation when I made my Triceratops, which was big, really big, you know. And I couldn't get it out of the house. I couldn't get it out the house. So this time I'm going to make the head first, make the legs, and make the body. Then I'm going to transport it to where it has to go. Then I'll put everything on. That's how I'm going to do. You know, I've got it laid out, but it's just getting it and getting the time to do it. It's getting the time to do it. It may take me maybe 2 days to complete it. You know, because when I think the biggest thing I made was the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it's roughly 6 foot, so that's close to it, you know. But this is going to be 10 foot. It's going to be all the way up to the ceiling. So I really want to do it, and I've got everything laid out too, and I know how to make it. I know how to make a small one, but on a big scale, it's going to be challenging. You know, I can't wait to get started on it. Mm. I can't wait to get started on it. But that's my dream, to make a 10-foot elephant bird. And I'll put it on display. First, I'm going to display it at the libraries, different libraries. And then maybe I have to put a pig in there, in a leg, and then a hole in the body, and then stick the leg in there, stick this leg in there to hold it up, and the head too, the neck right here. I put a peg inside of there so it can slide down in another hole in the body, and then like that. It'll be unique. Yep, yep. But art is the wonderful world of art is a beautiful thing to me, because you can express yourself when you're making art. You know, you can really express your feelings. You know, whether you're painting or making masking tape or whatever. You know, like when I make my animals out of masking tape, my my mind can create it in my head. Like I would think of something the day before, and it sticks in my head until I make it, and then it's gone. It gets out of my memory bank. It's weird, man, because I start thinking of it, and I think of it, and I say I got to get somewhere so I can make this, so I can get it out of my head. You know, sometimes I may think of an animal or something, and I don't look at pictures. I don't look at pictures to make an animal, any animal. If I've heard of it, I can make it. But if I haven't heard of it, which probably it's not too many animals that I don't know. You know, when I make them, I come straight from my head. So that's why it takes me 20 to 30 minutes to make a piece this big. You know, to make a piece. Take me 20 to 30 minutes. You know, it's nothing because I'm not looking at a picture and trying to analyze how to make it. I'm just immediately start. So I start doing it. You know. Yep. Well, I just want to talk to y'all about that, you know. Wonderful world of art. Where art thou? All right, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you'll be up on every video that I drop. And share, share, share. Share my videos so that everyone can get this experience. Okay? All right. And hit my Cash App. Bless my Cash App so that I can get material, so I can start back doing my masking tape treasures on here. Okay? All right. Peace. Adios. Salamat.